Good morning, this is Faith and Books. I'm doing this a little bit later. I can hear people walking on the trail just at the bottom of the hill at the back of our yard. So I wonder if they can hear me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to do my brush up your Shakespeare. I'm only going to do 3 of them this morning because I am rather late and I only read 3 of them. So the first one, let's see, I ended last time with brevity is the soul of wit. So the next one in the book is brief authority. I've never heard this and I've never used it, but it's from Measure for Measure. And it's a character named Isabella speaking. And apparently she's pleading for mercy for her brother. And the guy she's pleading to, Angelo, has sort of gotten some sort of authority, and he's he's too heavy-handed, he's too puffed up with his own brief authority to listen to her plea for mercy. He's full of his own self-importance, and so that's what it means, brief authority. Somebody who doesn't really have much authority. It doesn't mean brief so much in terms of time, but brief meaning a small amount of authority that they're exploiting, or do I mean exploiting, or just becoming overbearing about this little bit of power that they've acquired. So I don't really use it, but maybe you do. The next one, though, I do use budge and inch. And this is from The Taming of the Shrew, which I have seen a couple of times, I think. And it is not my favorite play at all. I really have problems with that play. But let's see, it comes from scene 1, and it's hostess. You will not pay for the glasses you have burst. Sly, that's the other character. No, not a denier. Go by Saint Geronimy. Go to thy cold bed and warm thee. You can hear my chickens in the background. Maybe we've moved them from the garage to the backyard coop. So they might, they know I'm here, and they call to me now because I feed them. Anyway, hostess says, I know my remedy. I must go fetch the third burro. And then exits. And then Sly says, 3rd or 4th or 5th burro, I'll answer him by law. I'll not budge an inch, boy. Let him come and kindly. And then he falls asleep. So apparently he's really drunk. Now I've seen The Taming of the Shrew, but I don't remember this exact exchange. Apparently he's really drunk, and the hostess, he broke glasses while he was drinking in the bar, and the hostess is threatening him with the police because he smashed up her property and then is going off. But he's too drunk to know what he's doing. And apparently the phrase budge an inch took over from a phrase that was they've seen earlier, that was I'll not yield an inch. But budge sounds stronger to our ear, and so that's the term that we remember. And I too use that. Oh, I'm not going to budge an inch, or oh, he won't budge, he's so stubborn, that sort of thing. And then the last one that I'm going to do, I'm making this real short, is cakes and ale. And I don't know if I've ever used this, but it seems to me that I've been to a bar or a pub or something that was called Cakes and Ale. This is from 12th Night, which I think I saw a long time ago when I was very young. So here's the exchange. Sir Toby, art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous there shall be no more cakes and ale? Feste, yes, by Saint Anne, and ginger shall be hot in the mouth too. Sir Toby, thou art i' the right. Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. A stoup of wine, Maria. Malvolio. Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand. All right, so what does he mean by cakes and ale? What's going on here? So this is the explanation that Michael Macron gives. While the Lady Olivia ostentatiously mourns her brother's death, her uncle, Sir Toby Belch, presides over late-night misrule in other quarters of her house. Olivia's dour puritanical steward, Malvolio, And that's a play on words, because voglio means I want, and mal means bad in Italian. Gladly plays the law enforcement officer, telling Toby and company in effect to cut the racket or pack off. Toby pulls rank on the steward, sarcastically demanding whether Malvolio thinks his virtue can be forced on everybody else so that there shall be no more cakes and ale. Cakes and ale is Toby's phrase for what Malvolio uncharitably calls uncivil rule. This is the earliest recorded instance of the phrase, though as good as cakes and pudding predates Twelfth Night. Americans understand a cake to be a fluffy confection, preferably made with lots of chocolate and thickly layered with plenty of icing, not the sort of thing one normally serves with ale. The way Toby means it, however, a cake is merely a fancier sweetened bread, which he classes with ale on a shopping list for the good life. So, I don't know, do you use the term cakes and ale? How do you use it? I don't think I really use it. The next one, I'm not even really going to go on any further, but caviar to the general, that's another one I don't use. That's from Hamlet, but I'd never heard that one before. Anyway, I'm just going to stop there because it's gotten late in the day. So I'll talk to you later, and hopefully I'll get a lot reading done. I'll be able to post a book review tomorrow. That's my goal. I have all these goals, and I'm always like a day or two behind because I'm just so slow. Anyway, all right, so take care. Bye-bye.